mm, 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 mm. I will give everybody a chance to join. Let's see who we can send this thing out to. Hey, Bo. Elaine wanted to join. Send this to her. Let's get some people in here. And then we'll get it started. All right, bet. Hey, cuzzo. Thank you. My thing leaning to the side, so I'm not Cricket, it's Cricket. We're just gonna give everybody a couple more minutes to join. Y'all know how I am. I like to be on time. My day is long, and this is the last thing that I do for the day. Hello, Willie Archer. How you doing today? How y'all doing today? Let's see. See what we're gonna talk about today. Let me get into my Trello so I can see what I want to talk to you guys about today. Monday motivation. Ooh. I think I'll let you guys pick. We'll just start by talking a little bit, and then I'll let you guys come into what you feel as though is a conversation you guys need, right? So let's first start by getting this thing started by saying, hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing today? I am your girl Sunshine Reigns, aka the Hood Unicorn, and I'm hitting you up each and every Monday so that we can have positivity and motivation. I like to get the week started in a positive way. There's all these people who are talking about, oh my God, it's Monday, oh my God, it's Monday. And for me, instead of being like, oh my God, it's Monday, I want to be like, oh my God, it's Monday. Like, I get the ability and the chance to do all of these wonderful things this week, to reach all of my goals, to accomplish all of the things that I want to accomplish. And so why look at it like it's a bad thing that it's Monday? I'm happy that I have another Monday to get another chance to strive for the greatness that I know that I can achieve. So as always, I give you guys the floor. You can click the little link down at the bottom, the join button. If you have anything that's going on in your world that's positive, that's amazing, anything that you gotta go. Can I go to Xbox? Yeah, and close the door. So, as always, if there's anything that you would like to talk about, that you would like to let everybody else know that, hey, you know what, I'm out here, I'm grinding, I'm proud of myself, then I want us to be proud with you. A lot of us do not have people in our life or in our world that we feel comfortable enough telling them about our positive accomplishments. And a lot of times it's because they don't have things going on in their world. And I've said this before, you guys, if you are surrounded by people who are not moving, who are not shaking, who are not doing things that make you feel as though you want to do bigger and better things, then you need to get a new crowd. You need to get a new crowd. Change your surroundings, and I promise you, you'll watch your life change. I keep people around me who keep me motivated, who keep me interested in life, who keep me wanting to be a better person. And so because of that, I am constantly striving for greatness and to be better on those times when I fall short, on those times when I don't feel like I want to get up and I want to keep continuing and moving forward. Those are the people who, whether they are actually actively telling me you can do it, or if just by watching them maintaining their lifestyle keeps me doing it, they help me to stay focused. They help me to stay motivated. So if you don't have somebody like that in your life, reach out. I know it's really hard as adults to make new friends, but I think that's more so because we're just so much more guarded than kids are. But it's nothing to walk up to a person and be like, hey, how are you? How the hell are you doing? I want to get to know you. I want to become your friend. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Be interested in the things that you're interested in. I also tell people all the time, if it's something that you are interested in and the people around you aren't, be okay with going on your own. Like, How many new people would you meet if you went to the bar by yourself? But not just any bar. Go to an upscale bar. Get dressed up. Feel nice. And take your ass to the sundial. Go sit at the sundial while that bad boy is moving around and they playing jazz. And sit there and sip on your cognac and meet a new friend. What you want out of life will come to you if you put that energy out into the atmosphere, into the universe. If you want to be around more people that are doing things outside, if you want to be more of an outside person, then you need to do things outside, and you don't need to wait on somebody else to do those things with you. You just get up and go do them. Go walk up and down Stone Mountain. I'm sure as you are breathing hard, there will be somebody who will talk to you while you are walking up and down that mountain. If you feel like you need more faith in God and the Lord, then start going to church. Go to revivals. Be around more people who are into the things that you are into, but do not wait for somebody else to go with you. If you are afraid to do something by yourself, you need to ask yourself, why is that? You came in this world alone. Even if you a twin or a triplet, you still came through that canal by yourself first, alone. So if you can't spend time with yourself, by yourself, if you can't be comfortable by yourself, you first have to start there. Okay, so these are the topics that we have for tonight. Like I said, if you want to let people know about something that you are doing, something amazing that is going on in your world, something that you are just extremely proud of and you want me to be proud of for you, or if you have something that you need some motivation to get started, if you need me to give you the kick in the pants, if you need me to help you motivate you into moving into that light, click that join button. Click that join button and we can talk. We can converse, okay? And it's converse, not conversate. What did Bobby say? Because she crazy. End up getting married to a millionaire, stepping out of your comfort zone. Exactly. Exactly. Baby, do some things. New things. You never know what you might get into, you know? So here's some of the topics that I have that I would love to talk to you guys about. And I'm gonna give you the opportunity to let me know what you feel as though is something you want to hear about. So I have failure. Failure is a big topic for me. I think that a lot of people look at failure very negatively. And I see failure as a positive thing. So if you guys want to talk about that, we can. We talked about the power of no on the last show. So you guys can look at that on our YouTube. Networking versus being an extrovert. No, an introvert. Yeah, networking versus being introverted. There's a lot of us out there who have to do things that need us to talk to other people. Like I said, making new friends, getting out of your comfort zone. But you might be an introvert and it's very difficult for you to do that. I promise you, it might not seem like it, but I was in your same shoes before. And it took somebody to get me out of my comfort zone. Actually, Bobby Doll was one of those people who helped me. She took me to Bonfire ATL for the first time. And when I went there, that expanded my world into a whole new genre of people. So you never know. Let's see. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. Volunteer victims. Volunteer victims. That is a very big one for me. Shout out to Locked In Radio. They gave me some, thought process on this as well. Discipline. Boss besties, that goes into what we're talking about tonight. Positive mindset, and I want. So if you guys heard anything that you want to talk about, let me know. If not, I'm gonna pick one, and you guys got like 5 seconds to pick one. Bobby said, yep, I got fired, but I'm not mad. It just means that I have something bigger and better lined up. Yeah, you guys, we have to stop looking at things that happen to us as bad things. Sometimes things happen to us for a reason. All right, somebody said something. She said failure. Bet. Sometimes things happen to us for a reason, and we are so caught up on what happened and not why it happened. Like, let's be honest. A lot of us lose jobs and we ain't like that job in the first place. So if you didn't like that job and you lost the job, why is you mad? Obviously, God gave you a space to put something else in that place. You just have to think outside the box and make it happen, and not think about the loss, but think about the gain that you got from that. So everybody's talking about failure, failure, failure. What do we want to talk about failure? Okay, so first things first is I was in my group. There is oh no, that says fear, not failure, but okay. When I think about failure, the very first thing that comes to mind is exercise. And the reason why exercise comes to my mind when I think about failure is because exercise is controlled failure, right? You are taking a weight, or you are trying to do something that your body cannot do at this current juncture, and you are doing it over and over again, whether it's bad or good, whether your form is correct or not, but you're doing it continuously until you break through that failure point and you are able to do what you're trying to do. So let's talk about lifting weights, right? You could be up in the gym and you trying to lift that 200 weight and you can't. You can only... But if you do this enough times, eventually you're going to push up. And maybe you can only push up one time and you feel like a failure because you couldn't do 50 that the other person did, but you pushed up once. And if you continue to do that controlled failure of only being able to push up once, eventually that control is going to turn into you were able to do 10. And then 20, and then 30. So therefore, you have used that control failure to get better. I see there's some rappers on here. We got a couple of rappers on here. Shout out to Little Duke. He was on the show today. Shout out to Kiss Me Arse. He was on my show earlier. And we have a couple of other people on here that I know do some wonderful things in the community. So for all of those people that I'm saying, when you are doing things, the first time you did it, it might not have been the best. That first song you write might not be a good one, so you do it again. I see we got Faith T on here. That first sermon that you give might not be the best one, but you do it again. Bobby Doll is on here. That first drink you might make might not be the best one. If you stop, then it is failure. If you continue to do it over and over again, that's no longer failure. That is practice. Practice is controlled failure. Okay? When you stop, when you give in, when you decide that you don't want to continue, then you have failed. And failing, really all that means is that you discontinued your ability to try. So somebody said, how many times should I fail? Until you succeed. There's no way for you to know that moment that your brain is going to kick in and be able to do it unconsciously. See, what you're trying to do when you are practicing is you're trying to do something over and over and over again until your brain unconsciously does this action without you needing to tell it to do it. So if you are still failing, that means your brain is still learning how to do that action. If you would have started reading and failed and didn't continue to try to learn your sight words, you would never be able to read a book. How many times have you tried to sing a song that you can't get the words to? Do you fail? Or do you continue to just mess it up until you get it right? Because I promise you, I'm still trying to get that song from Busta Rhymes. I'm going to get it one day. But failure is only failure if you believe that it is time to stop. Continuing to do whatever it is that you have on your mind that you are working towards allows you to next time be able to achieve whatever your goal is. The other thing is too, is a lot of times we believe that we have failed because we are under the assumption that we are supposed to be perfect. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes progress. There are people who have been doing what they are doing for years. You think Beyonce don't still practice? You think Beyonce just put together a whole concert and get up there and No, she practices because she knows that that makes progress. That brings her closer and closer to the perfect that she wants to be. But trust and believe, Beyonce still misses a note. Beyonce still falls downstairs, and we have it on tape. We've seen it. Beyonce will still watch Michelle fall and keep moving. But you do it again and again and again and again. You are not God. You are not Jesus. You will never be the epitome of perfect. But you definitely continue to do it so well that no one notices your flaws. And even then, you will know where you fell short. And guess what? You work at that and you get that better. There is always something else to work on. And it's only when you believe that you failed that you discontinue the progress. There's nothing wrong with pausing, but start again. There's nothing wrong with analyzing your situation, but don't throw it away. See, sometimes you might have to pivot. Sometimes you might have to, adjust. But failure only comes when you give in and give up. We got some comments in the section. Let's go through some of these comments. Again, like I said, if you want to speak to me directly, if you need some personalized motivation, if it's something that's going on in your life that you want to talk about, that you want to let everybody know that you are proud of, that you started a new business, you started a new book, you got up out of the bed today even though you were depressed, whatever it is that is making you happy, that you want to make other people just know, hey, I'm happy. Go ahead and click that link and we'll talk. We've got some people on here. Let's see. Practice makes paper. Yes, it does. But chase your passion. Do not chase the paper. If you chase your passion, paper will follow. Push until failure. You're going to push yourself as hard as you can. Push yourself damn near to the breaking point. Push yourself till you throw up. What you are doing is you are pushing yourself to see how far you can go. You are pushing to see what your limit is. Until you know what your limit is, you don't know how far you can go. You just know how far you think you can go. Record every failure and success. That way you can record the journey of success. That's very true. A lot of people do things like in basketball, baseball, sports. What do? They run the tape back and they watch it over and over again. As a radio show host, I listen to my show or I rewatch my show. Find a way to critique yourself, to find out where you can work to be better, what you can do better. If you're a bartender, get some folks drunk. Find out how long it takes to get them drunk. Can you get them drunk faster? Can you ease them into the drunk and then ease them out? Like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish? Let's see what else. You only fail when you stop. Failure is not final or fatal. Ooh, I like that. Nana Lane. Yes, failure is not final. And it's not finite. And something that we need to do is, as parents, we need to stop our children from saying things like, I can't do that because it's too hard. The reason why they're saying that it's too hard is because they're anticipating themselves failing. They're anticipating not being able to be perfect the first time. So they'd rather not do it at all instead of trying to at least attempt to achieve a goal. Don't not try to do something just because you're afraid to fail. Like, there might be fun in failing. How much fun could you have failing? Learning something new, right? Muscle memory. Failure is part of this success. It is. Chrissy said, for instance, I'm constantly asking my husband to take out the trash and it keeps on not happening now. So I no longer ask. I just do it myself. Okay. So now you have to find a different way. You have failed at asking. So maybe you have to find a different way of doing it. You know what I mean? You come at it and think of it different. I'm going to say this and y'all are going to whatever. But I try to think at like Bill Cosby as much as I can. What would Bill Cosby do? And I'm not talking about the pills in the drinks. I'm talking about the Bill Cosby who found, unique ways of teaching his children on the Cosby Show that they were wrong. Like when he tried to make Theo move out with the money. I don't know. Put the trash in your husband's car so that he knows he should have took it out. I don't know. Find. You have to find something. It's not failing until you give up. But find another way. You'll figure something out. You'll figure something out. Pressure of society tells us we failed just because we didn't make their mark. You know what? And it's not only that, but it's watching somebody else and seeing where they're at and where we think we should be. And so we think of ourselves as a failure because we are judging ourselves based upon somebody else's timeline. And we don't know what part of the metaverse that they in. We don't know what multiverse they living in or they rocking in. Don't worry about somebody else's story, baby. You are the main character in your story. The music only plays when you talk. Don't worry about nobody else's story and how their story is going, because you don't know what they had to do to get they non-failures, or what they have to do to keep they failures from being failures. You understand what I mean? You understood what I mean. I try to make my motivation as palatable as possible between magic and dreams. And I don't know if you heard me earlier, but my son is reading your book right now. He's on like chapter 7. So anybody out there, if you're looking for a good book to read, my son is reading Between Magic and Dreams and he likes it. Between Magic and Dreams is a book by this young artist right here who it's a think of Black Harry Potter. That's how my son's explaining it to me. So yeah, check that out. Quaalude and his special sauce. See, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying. I didn't want y'all to think I meant that. Y'all silly though. We dropping wins in the chat. I just hit a new milestone. Yeah, you can click the link and come on. Make sure you got clothes on. I don't want to see no nakedness. But yeah, come on in and tell us about your wins. ACM Juice. I'm so dyslexic. ACM Juice said it's crazy. I joined this conversation at the exact right moment. God always puts you in the right place at the right time. I've seen plenty of women base their life's moves on what their friends are doing online. It's not just women. Don't just put that in women. It's a lot of men like that as well. Dudes, your homeboy will go get a car, and so you go get a car. And you know damn well you can't afford that Hemi, whatever you done got, but you trying to keep up with the Joneses. No. It's not just, it's a lot of, everybody base their life off of everybody. This has nothing to do with XX or XY chromosomes. This has everything to do with people seeing and wanting and whether or not they want to put in the work or effort to get whatever it is they see and want. That's what that is. I'm judging myself based on my bank account. Yeah. That say back, but I think it's supposed to say bank account. Let me take my ass to training. Thank you for the motivation. Right on. Okay, there you go. Bank account. Yeah, there it is. Bet. Definitely. And speaking of bank accounts, if you guys appreciate any of this motivation, y'all can definitely send me a Cash App. Just as a quick thank you, all donations go towards my child support. That's right, I got childs and I gotta support them. You can you can donate to AHNF923ATL, and that's on Cash App. Don't forget the $, or drop a tag in here and tell 3 people to follow this. Each and every Monday at 9 p.m. I will be doing some sort of motivation. I am trying to get the hood, the country, the world, the universe, whoever. I'm trying to get us to start moving on a positive wave, and authentically positive. Not just saying that we being positive and being fake about it, but actually being positive towards each other, showing each other light and love. And if that means that I have to be the lighthouse to guide y'all there, then that's exactly what I want to be. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in with me and showing love, because I'm here for you. I'm doing this for you guys. Embrace your failures. Walk into your failures. Run to your failures. The things that scare you the most are the things that are going to create the most character in your world. The things that frighten us are the things that challenge us and change us. If this world was meant to be easy, then it wouldn't be a journey. You don't know where you're going to go or what you're going to meet, what you're going to encounter on a journey. It is a quest. It is something that you go on knowing that you are going to come out of it different and better. Somebody wants to join. Come on and join. Between Magic and Dreams, come on. Is it letting you? Georgie! Hello, hello, hello.
I know technology, right?
Right? Say it come in when it wants to, right? Georgie, come here. I need you.
How's it going? It looks like you're doing a good job getting the people fired up, getting them motivated. You're doing that for me.
Why, thank you, thank you. Well, here's my son. I wanted him to come on real quick. No, come on in, since you walking around like this. Here's my boy. Obviously,
hey,
being silly with his sister. What is this on your head? Okay. But Georgie.
Yes.
Look
nice
up.
to meet you, Georgie. What's
Hi.
up, man?
This is the author of Between Magic and Dreams.
Your book is great.
Thank you. Do
You're
you have any
welcome.
characters that resonate
So what do you
with you
think
so
of
far?
It's good. It's unique.
It's unique.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. And as a black boy reading it, and the don't shake it, you make it look, God dog it, boy.
Sorry.
Look at you, you're making us look bad. You're making us look bad. Okay. So and look up, look in the camera. Come on now. Don't make me look bad. Okay. As a black boy reading about a black main character, how do you feel? I mean, because you've been reading Harry Potter and everything else, all these other stories, but the main characters are obviously white. Do you feel different having a main character that looks like you, or?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Talk to
Yes.
them. Look up. Good. Googly moogly.
Camera shy? Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to force you to talk anymore. Can you go get me a charger so my phone don't die?
Yes.
Thank you. Wherever my bag is, that's where it is. All right. So definitely camera shot. We do have some comments in the comment section that's saying drop the link for your book, but I will say I believe Beyond Magic and Dreams is on my website as well. So if you go to allhustlenofear.com, you can definitely purchase his book from there, and it is on Amazon as well. But tell us what you got to tell us. Let's go ahead and get some positivity flowing.
Well, not many people, if any, really know about this. But, I always plan to drop 3-issue comics between the second and third novel. As of tonight, I've actually placed the order for the first set. So that happened, and it's been a
So it's a
long wait, but it's
trilogy.
done. Huh?
Close the door. So it's a trilogy.
Oh yeah, the novel's a trilogy.
Awesome. Awesome. That's beautiful.
You know, you can't stop at two. I mean,
No, you
but
can't. You can't.
you're 100% right as far as life being a journey. In fact, a lot of the elements throughout life are journeys, right? That destination that we think that we want so bad, that is finite because the end is the end. But getting there, that's where you attain your power. That's where you get the knowledge. So when you get to where you're going, you're ready for it.
Exactly. And then a lot of times people, like you said, when you get to where you're going, you're ready for it. A lot of times people want to be at the end spot and don't realize that, you had to jump over rocks, you had to swim through a creek, you had to cut down a tree, you had to spend a night in the forest, and all of that allowed you to be able to sit on the mountaintop and be okay with being there, because now you've understood all of the different seasons that you had to go to be there. But if you just got dropped off up there with a helicopter, you're not prepared. You don't know what you need to be up there with. And it's like Trump being president. He wasn't prepared for that. He wasn't at Columbia Law Review. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't put himself in, he didn't have to talk to dignitaries and stuff like that. I'm just talking junk. If you are a Trump supporter like my mom, hey.
Look, I'm a supporter of the people. All right, that's my spot. But beyond that, you hit a lot of solid points earlier before I got on. One, of course, being you don't know what that other person went through that's driving the Ferrari or the Lamborghini. There's a lot that you don't see. You can see that end result. You see them shining, right? But these trenches are real. Right?
Exactly.
These obstacles are real. And once you overcome those, like that's when you start to feel that, okay, I can get there. It actually does build momentum with each small success. So you have to celebrate those successes. But the other
And we've
thing,
talked about that.
oh yeah,
Celebrate your successes, people. Don't just move over them like they didn't happen because it's not the big goal. A lot of times we so focused on the big goal. We so focused on, I want to do this, that all of those little things that you had to do to get there, you just ride over them like they never happened. Those are the things that you have to pay attention to. Those are your calluses, you guys. You can't do this without some calluses. You gotta do the work. You gotta get hit in the chest with the bamboo stick a couple of times.
look, I definitely have my scars. But one of the biggest things though, that you mentioned was to not look at the success that's going on around you and then using that as your measuring stick. Because ultimately, they all start off small too. Oh look, Concrete Comics
Exactly.
up in here. Oh, nobody there, none that man. That guy has a dope voice, by the way.
He
You need
has
to
a
check
dope
that out.
voice, like
Oh
like
yeah, I had
like
him to do a
writing
reading
voice
for me.
or singing.
Huh?
Writing voice or singing.
Oh, actually, what's a writing voice?
I
But
mean,
yeah,
as
he
a
read.
writer, you have a
Yeah,
voice. As a
yeah,
writer, you definitely have a
that's
voice.
true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
And you come to expect a certain type of je ne sais quoi from certain writers. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
So I
I
mean,
mean,
that's
his
what I mean
voice is
by
actually
writer's
sounds
voice.
better than mine, I should say. He's got a very solid reading voice. I had to hire
Ah,
him to do some reading for me, and I can't wait to hire him again.
oh, so you mean like he's like a good what's his name?
Narrator.
Uh yeah, no, I know the word narrator, but I'm talking about a
Look,
certain person.
I was trying
Uh
to figure it out.
Keep it old forever.
Freeman, Morgan
Yep,
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. See?
It's
Black
sad that
people.
you say go old forever, Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Black people ain't shit. Uh, but yeah, hey, that's what's up. Hey, I might need you to do some radio voiceovers, Mr. Nobody Unknown the Stunt Man. I think I said that right.
You were close.
Close.
But
Let's see if we
I
got
want
some comments. Huh?
oh, okay. I was just gonna say thanks for what you're doing because I loved how as you were saying that stuff, I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, the whole time. So like I'm hype on it. I'm hype on it. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And thank you for always showing support to All Hustle No Fear. I always see you watching in the mornings. You're always sending us some new stuff to share with the world. And so I absolutely appreciate it. Like I said before, you guys, this is Between Magic and Dreams. He has an amazing, amazing book out, and it's a trilogy. He got multiples. He sent my son the first one, and my son is reading it. You heard it straight from the shy boy's mouth. He like it. It's good. When he finished, I'm going to get him the next one because I believe reading is fundamental. That means it's fun to your mental. I don't care what age you are, what you're reading. You need to be reading something so that you have a plethora of words. Fellas, words is how you get women, okay? It's not money. It's words. You got to know how to say good shit.
Say the right stuffs.
Yes, okay? Shakespeare got all the girls, all of them. But thank you very, very much. I appreciate you for stopping in again.
Hey, my pleasure.
Faith T says we must stop competing and comparing ourselves with others because we think they have the answer to success. We can learn from others, but they can't be our mirror, but they can be our motivation. Exactly. I love it when rappers say, I don't listen to anybody else's music. They don't allow anybody else to put influence on them to prevent them from being able to have their own sound, their own voice, their own uniqueness. But can we still find some sort of motivation from them? Some sort of, ooh, I like how you did that. Yes, we can, but we can still be authentically ourselves and we can still move in our light our way. Okay?
I agree.
Don't try so hard to be somebody else because you think they sauce is the best sauce. I promise you, your sauce is tasty too.
Sweet. All right, but have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, and I'll be listening.
All right, all right. Is there anybody else that would like to join the live? Tell me about what's going on in your world. If you have something that's positive, that's motivating, if you want to just shout out to the world something that you are doing and you want to, you know what I'm saying, plug yourself. I do not believe that there's anything called shamelessly plugging yourself. You should never feel shame about plugging yourself. So I'll never say that. I want you to pridefully plug yourself right here on this platform. Okay. There's no shame in your game. Thank you so much for the follow. Nobody, the unknown stunt man. I appreciate it. And I'll follow back. Thank you so much for Concrete Comics for following as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you see somebody in here, y'all, network, network, network. Follow each other. Follow somebody new. Get something new going up and down your page. If all the time your page is making you feel disheartened, if you always feeling like you jealous of something of somebody else that they doing, maybe you need to follow some new people. Because I don't feel jealous following the people I'm following. But I do feel motivated as hell. You know what I mean? So make sure you following people that make you feel good and not trying to make you feel good. Talking about them OnlyFans. It is not. It's 9:41 and y'all know I love to do this just for 30 minutes. Only because I talk all day anyway. I've been on the radio all morning. And I have been engineering other shows on the Hits Network. And so now I am done talking to you guys. But I appreciate everything that you guys do for me and all of the support you show me. As always, on Mondays at 9 p.m., if you need some motivation, we're going to do this every Monday. Instead of being like, oh, it's Monday, we're going to be like, yes, it's Monday. We are happy it's Monday. We are going to accomplish the things that we are going to try to accomplish. How many of y'all drop some hearts if you have been, no, drop some 100s if you've been doing your notepad, your note cards. If you've been writing down either what you want to get accomplished for the day and then marking it off as you do it, or you wrote down everything you've done for the day so you can see how accomplished you are. I want you guys doing that because I promise you, when you start writing it down and you realize just how much you do, you will feel so much better within yourself and you'll stop being so hard on yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to talk kind to yourself. You have to be nice to yourself because everything else that you are letting infiltrate your world is trying to bring you down. It's trying to make you feel bad. It's trying to dishearten you. It's trying to make you cold-hearted, and you do not need that in your world. You need to be happy that it's Monday. Happy that you made it through a whole nother Monday. It is July, you guys. It's July. The year is 7 months in. We more than half of the year made it through. We done made it through more than half of the year. But damned if Betty White ain't made it this long. I'm still crying because we ain't got Betty to made it this long. But you made it. So be happy that it's a Monday instead of being pissed that it's a Monday, instead of being frustrated that it's a Monday. This is another week that you got to make your business amazing. This is another week to write your new book. This is another week to get your LLC. This is another week to get a new flyer. This is another week to make a new connection. This is another week to reach out to somebody and call them. This is another week to work out. This is another week to start your diet. This is another week to be nice to your kids and take them out. This is another week for you to love on your spouse. This is another week to have a conversation with someone that you have not talked to in a long time. This is another week for you to love on yourself. This is another week to grow your goddamn edges back, baby. You got the ability because you alive. You are happy. You are living. And if you don't know nothing else, if you don't believe nothing else, you were put on this earth for a reason. No one else can give the world what God has given you to give to the world. No one else. And if you do not give the world what God ordained in your spirit to do, whether it's doing hair, whether it's massaging, whether it's preaching, whether it's motivation, whether it's writing, whether it's cleaning houses, if you are not doing what God told you to do, you are being a coward, you are selfish, and you are wrong. You have been put on this earth. You made it through all of the millions of sperm. You made it through every time you could have got struck by lightning. You made it through I got hit by a car and I'm still here. You made it through everything. If you have something to make it through, that you made it through and you are still here, then yes, it is Monday. And I got another Monday to get through this and a Tuesday too. And I'm going to do this. This is your chance to call somebody that you haven't spoke to and just tell them, you know what? Forget everything else in the past. I love you. This is your chance. This is your Monday. This is your Monday. And it's ... What are you going to do with the rest of your week? What are you going to do with this Monday? What are you going to do? Because it's up in the air and it's up to you. You have 7 days until I see you again to accomplish something amazing. And even if that something amazing is just getting out of bed because you haven't been able to, I'm proud of you. Anything that you have done this week or last week that you are proud of, I'm proud of you too. All right? So that's my time. I'm not going to hold y'all up too much longer. Like I said, if y'all are appreciating this, if y'all loving this, if you need to see this, if you are joining late, they are always uploaded onto my YouTube page. That is All Hustle, No Fear on YouTube. I finally reached 100 subscribers again since they deleted me, but I'm back. I'm like a roach. You ain't gonna get rid of me. I'm gonna motivate the hell out of this world, whether or not you want me to. I'm gonna find a way. Okay? So, you can find me on YouTube. Tag a friend, tell them they either need to be listening to Motivation on Mondays or they need to be listening to All Hustle, No Fear on Monday through Friday from 7 to 10 a.m. If you, like Magic and Dreams, want me to promote something that you have going on, whether it's books, I have a book club, so I absolutely love reading. I love books. If it's a book, if it's an event, if it's a business, if it's your brand, please visit allhustlenofear.com. You'll see all of the stuff that you need to see to get me to, get in contact with you or us to network, all that great stuff. Drop your tags. I'll follow everybody. And if you just really appreciated this motivation, and like I said, and you want to show me some love, all of the monies that you guys send me either go to All Hustle No Fear or they go to my kids. And so you can donate at AHNF923ATL, and that's on Cash App. And so I absolutely appreciate you guys. Tell a friend that I'll be right back here on Instagram next Monday, 9 p.m. Deuces.